Lies and pedos. Lies and pedos. Lies, lies, pedos, pedos, lies and pedos. The most trusted name and spin. They want to touch your kids. Then CNN will call it SIDS. They lie and pedo. Lie and pedo.
What's up, you turd ticklers?
What's going on, you bombastic bastards?
There's no shortage of insanity today.
Never, never, never.
All right, now, before we get into this first thing, I just want to say, when the ship is sinking, what do rats do?
They abandon ship.
That's absolutely correct. Now, we've had some very big networks that have tanked their ratings. Literally are been caught red-handed lying to the public. I would say thousands, hundreds of times. Small ones,
thousands.
Whatever.
Let's be honest.
Small ones, big ones, what have you. And the people are waking up, and what are they doing? Boo!
90% ratings drop for CNN in 1 year. 90%. It's amazing.
Yeah, you would think that if you were doing such a train wreck like that, you would be blamed and fired.
You would think.
You would think. Maybe that's what's happening in the background, and they're just calling it something else.
It is quite possible. These were breaking for us, at least. I didn't hear about this stuff because I've been working. Jeff Zucker, rhymes with what he really is, resigns from CNN. Relationship with colleague uncovered. Network stunned. President Trump reacts.
All right, first of all, he was banging some other chick who's divorced.
Allison Golist.
Yeah, whatever.
Could be Allison Golem for all I know.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned,
she's banging this guy. She probably looks like Golem.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, it's not. They're both divorced. There's no. It's not a big deal. But I think the reason they got rid of him is he tanked his own network.
Yeah, 90% ratings loss. I mean, you've got what they boil it down here right in this article. A quick recap of the newsroom for the last year. It's at the Child Nudity Network. Chris Cuomo fired for sexual misconduct. Donna Lamone accused of schmexual asphalting. Rick Salibi forced out for soliciting underage photos under criminal investigation currently. John Griffin facing federal sex crime charges involving the Chillins. And then there's Zoomin Tubin exposed himself during a virtual meeting with his colleagues. Now, this last guy here, I mean, he's really the one with the last laugh because at least he kept his hands to himself.
Well, hang on. All right, so you have a guy showing his tube during a conference call. All right, then you have Louis C.K.
Why do you think you guys can't see me over here?
Yeah, Louis C.K., who actually asked women if it was acceptable for him to pull his putt out and yank on it in front of them. And they said yes.
Yeah, and guess who gets crucified by these same pedos?
Yeah, he's been crucified now for what, half a decade? He's just now crawling his way back out.
It's been quite a while, yeah. And he had a movie that was coming out. What was that? I Love You, Daddy, or something like that. That the chick from Kick-Ass was in it, and it was due to be like a big thing. You know, he was going to be coming out as some serious director, and then they shelved distribution entirely in the face of these accusations, which he admitted to.
Yeah,
and
he didn't hide from it.
And then they all had to say, well, yeah, I gave him permission to do it. Then what are you complaining about?
Listen, it's called a fetish for a reason. Okay, now I don't agree with all the fetishes, and some of them I think are relatively disgusting and you should be burned at the stake for it. But I'm just saying, that's what the word is for.
I mean, unless you're going to use said fetish to get your trucks moved up in the motor pool because you need to have them repaired.
Listen, man, don't bring that up, man. Listen.
German scat porn.
The mechanics who worked at the civilian, the Cube that was down in Victory? That's some dirty bastards. Straight up.
Yeah.
Dirty bastards.
All you had, I mean, they were like, no, we can't see you for like 2 months. German scat porn?
Well, I had to bring it in the next day.
How much?
No. They're like, yeah, you got a Foot Locker of that nasty porn?
Oh.
Why'd you bring it by tomorrow? We'll take a look at it. We'll see what we can do for you. Okay.
Oh, God. Why didn't anybody tell me?
So nasty.
Listen, I had to get the vehicles fixed, man.
Now, please tell me you didn't watch it before you.
No.
Okay.
No. Well, I mean,
I know you're a bad liar, so if I ask you, you'll tell me the truth.
Yeah. Well, technically, I had already confiscated 2 Foot Lockers of porn, and they were both burned up.
Okay. I was really worried because you started a sentence with technically.
Yeah, and there was that third box that was probably going to get burned up.
I was in the room when it was playing, but I did not inhale.
I'm just saying, man, crazy shit happens in Warzone.
Hey, I'm not going to judge. I will not judge. Well, I'll judge these assholes because they're just disgusting. But,
all right, now, my prediction is you're going to see a lot of the big names on these big networks disappear.
Brian Stelter.
Go elsewhere. I mean, they have to know their neck is on the chopping block.
Yeah. I mean, as far as the relation shit, couldn't care less. We know what the real reason is.
Listen, people bump uglies all the time.
And people constantly shit where they eat, even though
we tell them not to.
It's a bad idea.
It's a bad idea. It's a terrible idea. It's not
awful.
even a good. It's terrible.
Terrible.
Terrible. Listen, they don't call it the Bermuda Triangle for nothing. Whole lives and careers get sucked into that goddamn thing, never to be seen again.
Amen to that. But the best part of this is Trump's statement.
Read it.
It's beautiful. Jeff Zucker, a world-class sleazebag. Oh, hang on. Jeff Zucker, world-class sleazebag who has headed ratings and real news, challenged CNN for far too long, has been terminated for numerous reasons, but predominantly because CNN has lost its way with viewers and everybody else. Now is a chance to put fake news in the back seat because there may not be anything more important than straightening out the horrendous lamestream media in our country, and in the case of CNN, throughout the world. Jeff Zucker is gone. Congratulations to all.
Bastard. Yep, the hell with him.
Fuck him! And then you change the channel to the other loser network, MSNBC.
And here we go.
And Rachel Maddow knows that the ship is sinking. She's announced that she's going on hiatus, leaving open the option for further absences to make a movie with Ben Stiller.
I mean, she's already been called out because she hasn't been reporting the news in years. It's all opinion.
The fact that they thought it was a good idea to say, whoa, no, we're not the news, as a legal defense, and it worked.
Yeah, that's insane. That is in. And I wonder what Trump is doing with like his leaked tax returns. Is he suing people? I hope he is.
I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. It's probably going to be a gigantic nothing burger, just like every time they want to see everyone else's taxes without revealing their own.
Yeah, well, or a nothing burger like when he was peeing on prostitutes.
He wanted the prostitutes to pee on the Obama's bed in Moscow or some shit. I don't know.
Whatever.
Shit, man, even the fake news when Trump was in office was funnier. Damn it.
Yeah, it's getting out of hand now.
Yeah, a little bit now. So Ben Stiller's directing another movie. Hopefully it'll be better than Two-Lander. Because I think Tropic Thunder was pretty much where he peaked.
Listen, I want everyone out there in YouTube land, in alt tech land, just to think, what would happen today if they were filming Tropic Thunder?
Yeah, that would.
Dude, it would be Zarbamba. People's careers be evaporating.
The leftoids would be melting down like Fukushima.
I mean, come on, man.
Oh man, they renewed her contract last year. I didn't know that. She signed a $30 million per year contract to stay through 2024. What are they going to pay her with? Credit cards?
Yeah, actually, I'm going to be honest with you. That contract is probably getting used to wipe somebody's ass right now. Just saying.
Gee, I wonder whose ass it could be.
My butt's been wiped.
My butt's been wiped. Oh.
It's not working?
It didn't work. That means that something happened. That means that I'm going to have to fix it.
Readjusting shit.
Readjusting.
My butt's been wiped.
There it is.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Boomer moment. Boomer moment.
It's okay.
I copped to it. It's fine.
Sorry. We're not boomers.
Boomers.
I'm Gen X.
You're Gen X, and I'm technically a millennial.
Gen X.
But at least I work for a living.
I straightened you out.
I was already working hard when I met you.
Yeah, I know. Just saying.
You wouldn't have been able to turn me into a hard worker if I wasn't willing. Just going to say.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm busting my ass over here, man.
You got me beat, bro. I just come up with crazy ideas.
Well, you need somebody to, like, you're thinking meat is like somebody's thumb on the hose, and I'm like the funnel, like trying to catch it all. They make it look like it's meant to be one little piss stream.
I can't tell you how many times I've come in here and showed you notes, and you're like,
huh?
You look at it and you go, were you drunk when you did this? Because you wrote the same thing 3 different times. And
you're like, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I might have been drinking. All right, we'll just pencil that out.
You've got 2 number 12s here on different pages.
I do that all the time. At least I don't try to lie to you.
No.
I just straight up say, yeah, I was drinking.
I was fucking around. What do you want from me? Although my favorite recently is when you apparently sleepwalked to the 7-Eleven.
Oh, yeah.
Got the half-gallon of ice cream, ate the whole thing in your sleep, and then tried to hide it from yourself because your sleep self was so ashamed.
I did. I successfully hid it for myself for several days.
That's the best shit.
Because when I found it, it was all dried out. I'm like, oh, my God. Yeah.
Was it like licked clean, like just hollowed out completely, just gone?
Gone. And the spoon had been licked clean and thrown in the bottom, and I hit the whole fucking thing. What the fuck what are you doing, Evil Pop? God damn you.
Oh, man, Evil Pop gets out of the box.
Got out of the box, start drinking at the bar. Next thing you know, he's eating a half-gallon of fucking chocolate. Man, what? What?
Talking to yourself in the mirror like Willem Dafoe and Spider-Man. What? It's just ice cream? Put it down. No, don't put it down. Give it to me. Keep eating it.
Oh, that's good shit right there.
We're going to have a few super chats here, and we'll jump into the Freedom Convoy. It's our favorite thing in the world at this point in time. And I love that the lamestream media is still in a blackout over it. It's hilarious. Patriot of the West sent an email with 2 Google Docs on science fiction guns.
Oh,
that'll be fun. He'll enjoy that later. Crazy Uncle, international email at Redonk12. Oh, here we go.
There we go.
Every time Crazy Uncle gets involved, things happen. It's not quite as bad as Evil Pop, but things happen. Here we go. You Pringles poop-flinging hairless monkeys. With all this shit happening with China and Russia, it amazes me why no one, especially in the lamestream media, is talking about why this is happening now. With the massive inflation, crop and meat shortages over the last few years, the collapsing birth rates, the massive push for immigration, and the insistence that the population be given an untested and unproved chemical concoction called castration. That is very nice alliteration there, I approve. Yeah. Now, there are a myriad of factors that add to it, but here's the big one to consider. When a socialist government is having trouble, usually due to a population they cannot feed, they have 3 options. 1, call the population through nefarious means. This will lower the amount of personnel needing basic necessities, creating a situation where there is more to go around for the survivors. The best example was what the Nazis did in 1938 to 1945.
And the Russians did too.
Yes. 2, cause a civil war that can be dragged out, taking with it a large portion of the population. This is rarely done outside of Europe from 1400 to 1700. Without the full command of kings and queens to move resources at the right time to calm the population, this can destroy a country. Arrogance by aristocrats in this situation can lead them to what happened to the French in 1789. And
Bummer.
We all know what happened there.
Yeah.
Some people lost their heads. 3, go to war with another country. If you can drag out a war, you know you can win. You can lower your overall population, get the public used to rationing so the rich don't have to go without, allow the resources to refill while the 2 previous points are being met.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sounds
war
good.
has always been a tool that human race has used to cull its numbers.
Yes. If I just blew your mind, then I will leave you with this. One day when I get my audio set up correct, I would love to be on your show and let the world know why there is no such thing as born with sugar in your tank. Yes, I can prove it. And it will piss off the feminists as well.
Oh, yeah.
But, hang on.
That might be an alt text. Look at that. That's weird. That has like contour lines on it.
That's called moire. Not sure why it looks like.
When you look at a map, That looks like contour
Wah,
lines.
wah, 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 wah.
Just saying.
It's hypnotic.
That would be a 2,000. Each one of those ass cheeks is 2,000 feet worth of contour lines right there.
Until then, I have to ask, after you did your episode on cuffing season, does that mean women are turning into bears? Think about it. Most women stop shaving once they move in. They pack on layers of fat. Putting on fat usually makes them sleep for long periods of time and snore. You can't get them to get out of bed without poking them with your spear. And it wouldn't surprise me if they are pregnant by some big grizzly before she climbs into your house for the winter.
That's absolutely correct.
If that's the case, we should all turn into another animal that hibernates because honey badger don't give a shit, bitch.
That's right. I like it. Honey badger don't give a shit.
Yes.
Honey badger don't care.
No, honey badger don't care.
That was a funny video.
In fantasy, I die. Even in death, Chad lays, Beta pays. Brutal.
Ooh.
Oh, you just wait. The combat mechanic can confirm. Military mechanics are some nasty mother fornicators.
Yeah, they are.
Yes, they are. Oh, here we go. Crazy uncle again with a Wango Tango situation.
Uh-oh.
Dude, you're sending me novels, man. You gotta tighten this
Intense it
shit
down.
up. When dating a Hispanic woman, I was at her place as she made dinner. While cooking, we had a few drinks, then had a few drinks at dinner. Then we had a few drinks on the sofa. We could not continue any further activities as helping each other get clothing with the constant lowering the head below the heart, standing up, getting down to take off her shoes, then standing up, then trying to pick up myself after falling on the hamper, hitting the dresser on the way down. We ended up passing out on her floor with her on top of me. At midnight, I wake up to her moving and crawling to her feet. When she slipped and kneed me in the chest, I was suddenly awake. That's a good reason to wake.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Better than the alarm clock on Groundhog Day. We could hear noises coming from the other room, so I got my pants on while she grabbed her pistol. FYI, she was now supposed to have one. I'll tell you why later. We bust into the other room, which was her daughter's room, who's 14 to 15, by the way.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. And
There
we
we
see
go.
a naked guy on top of her. Her and her daughter start screaming. I rushed the guy, tackled him, and got in a standing blood choke as I'm forcibly moving him into the living room. As I'm holding him, clearly not a high school student, I can hear my date yelling at her daughter. I was just telling the guy to stop struggling before you hurt yourself. FYI, I'm sure Pop would have snapped the guy's neck like a toothpick made out of balsa wood. He's probably had more training than me.
Listen, I'm not super strong. I'm just trained.
Training.
That's all.
The women kept yelling at each other until they came out and turned on the lights. When they looked at me holding this guy, they both fell silent. I thought I was going to be in trouble before my date started to laugh hysterically. Her daughter just looked confused. I will never forget her yelling at her daughter,
Oh, here we go.
I told you black guys don't have big dicks.
Oh, my God.
She then told me to throw the mother fornicator out. On the way to the door, I got a look from the hallway mirror. I will chalk some of it up to him being scared, but what in the ever-loving fuck? I have keys for the front door bigger than he was.
Damn.
I would have laughed. Well, that came later. But I realized he wasn't wearing a rubber.
Oh, no.
If I wasn't mad before, I didn't just throw him out the door. I bounced him like a basketball and tossed him over the side of the deck. It may have been about a 5-foot drop, but the thud that he made was quite cathartic. That shit stain had to make it to the other side of the town as he was. Given that it was the middle of the night, he should have been fine, unless he ran into a dog or something like that.
That could happen.
Should have smeared a little peanut butter on it before he took off. Now, after listening to give her daughter a lecture about choosing men, it was my turn. I should mention that the women who I was dating had her daughter in the middle of high school. When her mother left, I simply asked her where the protection was. When it turned out she didn't have any, I gave her the ones that I had in my wallet. Thinking about it now, maybe handing her magnums wasn't such a good idea.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Zing! I was still a little, and by that I mean a lot, drunk and far too tired to use them that night anyway. When she put them in her pocket, I asked, so where's your protection? She looked at me like I was drunk, which I was, and pulled out the condoms. I rolled my eyes, pulled out the folding knife from my pocket, and held it up like John Travolta in Face Off and said, protection. I handed it to her and told her I would teach her how to use it later. Now go to bed. Now. I wasn't really trying to be a father in that moment. In fact, the adrenaline had begun to wear off, and the drunk guy in the living room, me, had just jumped around and gotten into a fight. I walked to the bathroom ready to eject the contents of my stomach when I found my date passed out in the toilet, So I opted for the sink. How it all wrapped up, I never saw the guy again, but apparently he addressed her, the daughter, on the way back from school within a week of all this. Not only did she tell him he could get arrested for attempted statutory rapé, I was able to drag his pathetic ass away before he got in her, that or she just didn't feel it and nothing was broken. Or they would just release the picture. See if Evil Pop has a smile for that.
Nice.
Somewhere in the ether is a picture of this guy, full Monty, with my arm wrapped around his throat as I dragged him to the door.
Damn!
You can't see my face, but it was clearly in my heavy workout days. They hinted once that they released the picture on Grindr with his real name, but I can't confirm that one.
Oh, damn.
FYI, this girl was the same one that got in contact with me 10 years later, but I won't touch her since if I had not rushed into the room to drag him out, her mother would have unloaded the entire magazine into his back. Ask Pop how long it takes to die from multiple .22 caliber ammo in the torso. No thanks, I will keep all my parts.
Probably takes a while. Not a good day. Not a good day.
Not a good day. Good story. I would call that some off-color commentary.
That was pretty good.
Just got dark in here. All right. Fan I am. A joke. How do you turn a fox into an elephant? Marry it. A little impaired, so I had a thought. With a war coming, Russia, China, or World War III, if a draft is given, would everyone registered be forced to vaccinate if called on?
That would be a big problem. All right. First of all, I have a serious problem with using the military as guinea pigs. There's many times when I was in there, I flat out refused to participate. Now, if they're drafting you and you don't have any choice in the matter, it even makes it worse. Because you're calling people up, basically saying your life isn't worth shit. Oh, and it's worth less than shit because now we're going to use you as a guinea pig.
It's one
Fuck
thing when it's
that.
It's one thing when it's volunteer. If they're forcing you to join and forcing you to take shit that you don't need,
No.
Then you're talking two-way rifle range territory.
That's not cool. And we actually need to take some steps. If we want to keep a volunteer force, we literally have to have some protections in there against being used as guinea pigs, against having general letters of reprimand put against you, because you don't have no control over that.
No.
It is absolutely horse shit, the amount of power these generals have over your personal fucking life, and they can ruin you over nothing. It's not cool.
Not cool at all. Another crazy uncle story. Dude, you must have been like saving these up for a month. Wango Tanga, what the fuck? My first duty station was Hawaii. So when I first got to my unit, I asked where are the best clubs to go to and which ones to avoid. Some people joked and tried to get me to go to the restricted areas, but another set me straight. One of the clubs I was told to avoid, even though it wasn't restricted, was right near the beach. When I asked why, this is what they told me. Inside the club is a lot of mahoos. Ma, as in the southern slang for mother, hoos. These are British cigarettes in drag.
Oh, God.
Feel free to translate that, and in many cases it is nearly impossible to tell them across the bar. Even the shitty lighting in those places makes it difficult. Though once they talk, I'm not thirsty anymore. I just want to take a shower hot enough to melt all the outer 6 layers of skin. The main reason they found this out was one guy got tricked. Or is it trapped? Whatever. It pretended to be female, said that it liked Lana spelled backwards. They got down to it, and the guy went to press the doorbell and discovered a dick bigger than his. Woo!
That's been going on there for a long time, actually. Just saying.
Turns out he freaked out, donkey punched the Mahu, so it had broke the guy's skull, ouch, and ran back to Schofield. Bear in mind that's about Schofield, about 30 miles on foot. The guys found him the next day, shaking in the shower, covered in vomit. The reason they found him so early is the dress-wearing person had been taken to the hospital and was pressing charges for assault. The reason the charges were even entertained is the Mahu was native Hawaiian, or whether the police will always take the side of a native. When they came on post to collect our guy, though they couldn't because they had already taken him into mental health, hinting at a permanent solution. So the local police couldn't touch him until he was cleared by medical. I saw the guy involved only twice, once going to the battalion, once going to mental health. There's a rumor that the charges were dropped when the person was located by a few other personnel in his platoon. Allegedly, since I can't prove that part. I can't condone such actions. I don't know about you guys, but even drunk, if someone pulls this level of depravity, someone's gonna
It's going to be a problem. Yeah, that's not even cool. You always do the Braille test.
Well, there's, people like Gabe out there who are going to say that if we make excuses for this, that we're dehumanizing. No. By the very own Marxist logic that has spawned this shit.
Okay.
Rapé is worse than murder. Rapé can exist if you lie to get someone in the sack. Therefore, this technically is worse than murder, according to dumbass Marxists.
That's a monumental lie.
Yes.
Listen, it's not the first time I heard stories like this. There was a couple of guys that got hit with a sack of nickels. They woke up bent over a park bench with his pants around his ankles.
Oof.
Yeah, and that guy was he was basically on the hunt for the rest of his time at that post looking for those fuckers.
Ouch.
And I think he might have found him.
I think he might. Quidjibo. Is it possible to record the alt text segments and then post the subscription platforms? Sometimes I have to miss them and wish that I could watch those segments later. Redonkulas.com. Alt tech portions are always on the website. So sign up for a Wix membership through the site. Absolutely free. You'll always get notifications when we post stuff on the website.
Boom.
And there you go. All right. And as long as you're not trying to watch it on RoxyTube, you can skip through stuff. All right. Michael Morgan, so how many of the butt pics are doctored, do you think? Nowadays?
Probably 80% of them.
I don't think you can really tell. Robert Anderson, Wango Tango, the series. Netflix will gobble it up. Yeah, it's probably...
They just had their stock prices crushed a while back.
Yeah, it wouldn't shock me. Pat Wax Daddy.
All right.
Goat Belly. Ask Pop about diarrhea when walking in Ranger School and pissing on a C-130 without getting off the floor.
Yeah, I already told those stories.
Good stories.
Oh, and in Swamp Phase and Ranger School, I had dysentery the entire fucking time. It was terrible. Yeah. It got to the point because I was in Alpha Company. They had no rest. They were just tormenting you. You're not really learning anything. I had basically cut a slit down the middle of my pants. So all I had to do was pull the material to the side, take a step off, take a shit, and then fall right back. And there was about half dozen times where I would step off. I'd look back. Hey, don't walk there.
Don't walk there.
And they'd be like, oh my God. Yeah, it's fucked up, bro.
Well, what's that, Sergeant Pop?
Yeah.
Nothing, drive on.
I literally drank a bottle of Maalox and Kaopectate almost every single day when the emetics came out.
Oof. Delicious. All right, we are approaching 1,000 viewers already. Thank you all very much for tuning in. And that's just on YouTube. Let's jump over to MGTOW. Here we got 38 on MGTOW, 135 on Odyssey, 67 on Twitch, and 70 on DLive.
Almost 1,400.
Holden Bauer, did you hear about the Navy SEALs successfully suing the Navy over the poke mandate?
I have not.
The teams apparently will not be forced to get the poke.
Please,
damn right.
Could you send me the information on that to redonkulas12gmail.com because I have a lot of individuals who are still in and need that information.
Absolutely. Michael Morgan, Pop, thoughts on these types of drafts, socially/practically? 1, no draft. 2, male-only draft. 3, female and male draft. And 4, female-only draft.
Well, no, 4 is not going to work. In my opinion... because feminism is one and men and women are equal, women and men should be drafted at the same level if it were to happen. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You wanted it, fucking you're going to get it. Equal rights, equal lefts.
Right where the sun don't shine. Wah, wah, wah. Now, the only technically fair way is male and female draft, but... women on the front lines, we've seen the studies. We know that over 80% of them fail the combat readiness test.
74%.
74%. Well, some of the new combat fitness tests, it's over 80%.
Yeah.
So it all depends.
Because you need to use things like strength and endurance.
Things like
stuff
that.
like that.
Things like that.
Things that are critical to combat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's quite important, I would say.
Yep.
Quite important. Downside 13. Triggers. A wizard prediction allegedly came true. Feds are going after BLM the same way they went after Capone. What other wizard predictions will come true? Narf. I would love to see the FBI actually do their job.
Well, to be honest, if they keep fucking up the way they are, there's going to be a reordering of a restacking of the deck, shall we say.
Yeah. Alphabet agencies need to be broken down and reassembled from the ground up.
Absolutely correct. They've got way too much power. You're appointing people to run these things, and it's just fucking insane.
Yeah. Meximan and Cheese. Fun name. A couple streams ago, I saw someone asked how you help to improve their creativity. Something that has helped me is allowing myself to get bored. No music, no video, just you and your thoughts. Stare at a wall like you did when you were a kid.
Yeah, can't say that's a bad thing.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I think we have so much sensory overload now because we carry it around in our fucking pockets.
Yep.
So getting away from that for any length of time has got to be good for you.
It's got to be good for you.
Yeah. Ugh. Downside 13 again. Honey badgers are savage, but otters are degenerates. Male sea otter incels literally grape baby seals to death and perform monking on the corpse for a week out of rage for not having found a mate. Ever deal with a giant river otters in South America, Pop?
No.
Thank God.
No.
What if they thought you were a baby seal?
That'd be bad. No, I've never.
That'd be bad.
The most I've seen when crossing the rivers was, crocs, caimans,
Croc of shit.
some snakes and shit, a lot of insects. I never really saw many mammals walking around. Oh, a couple sloths, but monkeys and shit. But you saw the monkeys at a distance. They didn't get like close to them or nothing.
Good times. MGDOW.tv, Mungo Harry, with a donation. I hope you found the research data helpful. Would that be the gluteus research data that was sent to the?
Might be
Pretty nice. Excuse me. So go. Driving my truck slow through the frickin' snow made me miss my unload giggity appointment today. Now I'm stuck for 3 days in East St. Louis. Oh, you poor bastard.
Oh my God! Do you get paid for that?
Hope so. And I get to kick it off watching you two Masters of Mayhem by getting snowed in and fucked up. Amen to that.
Yeah, right.
Winning. All right, jumping over to Odyssey. Chief Kick-a-Bitch of Slap-a-Ho Nation.
Love that
with
name.
New donations.
Love that name.
To paraphrase Brandon, Terrence Pop is a badass dude. What's the difference between a girl who loves anal and a refrigerator? A refrigerator doesn't fart when you pull the meat out.
Damn.
Refrigerator also doesn't care if you go ass to meat. Why did God give women yeast infections? He thought it was only fair that they too should know what it's like to live with a dirty, miserable Quantaha. Use catty, useless, narcissistic tyrant if reading on YouTube. I like that. We should write that down. Can't understand normal thinker is good, but catty, useless, narcissistic tyrant, pretty damn nice.
I like it.
All right, to follow up on the Freedom Convoy. This is going to piss some people off. Because this is what happens when you elect too many people with too many X chromosomes to local governments.
And useless degrees that they overpaid for.
This is reprehensible.
Communities.
Replay.
I want to ask the mayor if he will pick up the phone and call GoFundMe in the States directly and demand that they cease and desist sending money to these unlawful.
All right, first of all, typically for you, and if you're in one country and you want to contact the United States and have them, interfere with financial transactions, you better have a court order. You can't just be like, hey, I'm this guy in charge, and you need to stake the... No, okay. Now, the fact that GoFundMe is entertaining this tells you exactly what that company is about.
Marxism.
Yep.
Protesters.
Unlawful protesters. Yeah, so, I'm sorry, is anything on fire?
Anything blown up?
Anyone been killed?
Anybody dragged out of their vehicle and beat down?
I think it's no to all the above. Are they leaving trash in the middle of the streets?
No, I believe they cleaned it up just like the right usually always does at their rallies.
Yeah. So this is literally a peaceful protest, and somehow it's unlawful?
Yep. It's unlawful because they don't agree with it.
Oh, this woman needs to eat a whole bag of dicks.
And it looks like she already has.
Perhaps while he's at it, he could pick up the phone and ask the Prime Minister to do the same. We've had some conversations about perhaps...
All right, what's with the demon offspring of Opie Taylor and Pee Wee Herman over here?
I have no idea, but this is really disturbing.
Suing GoFundMe, but legal action takes time, and this is urgent. We need to cut off the pipeline of funding.
So she wants to illegally, she just flat out said, legal action takes time, but we don't have time. We need to immediately cut off the funding.
Which is an illegal
act.
These people that are unlawfully mercenaries, if you will, that are unlawfully...
Does she even know what that means?
All right, mercenary, really? First of all, mercenaries get paid, and these people aren't getting paid.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sure that money for GoFundMe is probably enough to give a bunch of people like maybe some gas reimbursement, because $10 million between 120,000 people, it's not really going to go very far.
No. But it might, it might cover a missed paycheck for being there for a week.
Or it's just a fucking meal.
Yeah, which would be fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Take care of your business. And they are, like you said, they are entertaining it, and this is reprehensible. GoFundMe freezes Canadian Freedom Convoy page after it raises $10 million. We just want to ensure that the funds are going to go to the intended recipients. Now, if by that you mean the government of Canada, you are in direct violation of your own TOS and your own binding user agreement. So if you do that, oh man, goodbye GoFundMe.
What are we all learning here? If you have a GoFundMe and you start pulling out cash, immediately take the cash out of there ASAP. Don't let it build up. Get that shit out of there.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a GoFundMe up for legal fees.
Mm-hmm. I guarantee you, this fundraiser is currently paused and under review to ensure it complies with our terms of service and applicable laws and regulations while we rewrite them. How much you want to bet?
Yeah. Well, they're so vague. They can literally just say you violated TOS. What did I violate? Well, we don't have to tell you.
Yeah, we don't have to tell you.
That's what I got with PayPal.
Oh, yeah. Half of our videos that are demonetized, when they do their manual review process, don't make me laugh, they're supposed to give you feedback as to exactly what it is you did wrong for them to limit or demonetize your video.
And I don't think we've ever gotten that.
I would say 90% of the videos that we post that get demonetized have no feedback whatsoever.
None.
No.
Fuck 'em. That's absolutely correct.
It's retarded. Oh, hang on. I'm going to change it up here. But thankfully, not everyone in Canada is hopelessly stupid. Let's check it out.
All right.
Mr. Speaker, and I apologize that minister is misleading Canadians. I do get very defensive of Canadians who are outside today, patriotic, peace-loving Canadians who are called misogynist and racist by the Prime Minister. So again, I will ask the Prime Minister, who may I remind this House wore blackface on more times than he can remember, apologize to the peace-loving, patriotic Canadians who are outside right now just asking to be heard. Will he speak to them?
Damn.
Absolutely fantastic.
It could have been better.
Could have been better, but hey, for less than a minute, I think she nailed it.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
And now, this tweet sums it up beautifully. From Keen Bext, Trudeau is now faced with the option of mobilizing the military against its own unarmed citizens or working with the premiers of this country to restore our fundamental rights as Canadians. Which will he pick?
First of all, the Canadian Army is not that big.
Nah.
They don't have enough people. I'm just going to tell you right now.
No, they really don't.
No, we don't even have enough people here. I mean, I've done a whole layer on this. The amount of people that are in the military and all branches, National Guard, if you were to spread them all between each of the 50 states, it's like less than 600,000 people
Yeah.
per state. I think it's less than. I think it's like 100,000. It's really small numbers. It's insane.
Yeah. I mean, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, they backed off of a series of men who were just not backing down. And all they started doing was yelling freedom. They didn't charge them. They didn't start, screaming obscenities or anything. They just started chanting freedom. Mm-hmm. And I love how Joker put it. This is what happens when men who have just wanted to be left alone finally stand up and say enough.
But the thing is,
and you have to listen,
is when you have men willing to do that, and they say he does have the Mounties and the cops come out and start cracking skulls, do you think they're just going to stand by and just let their skulls get cracked? No. It's going to be on like fucking Donkey Kong. The same thing applies. I mean, historically, that applies everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, the 18th century France.
Yep.
They didn't have guns, really. Like the civilian population didn't have anything. They still took over. They stormed the Bastille, took over the place, and then it was just mayhem and murder and guillotine for years.
It was mayhem and murder for quite some time. And then Napoleon stepped in there and wreaked absolute havoc all over Europe.
That little shortcake.
He wasn't that short. That's hypothetical. He wasn't that.
You're hypothetical.
He was like the average height for the time.
That's probably true. It's all good in the hood, man. All right, before we get to This Week in Whammon, we'll read a few more of your super chats here. We have 1,054 people watching us on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Only 504 likes, though.
Come on, you guys are slipping.
That's less than half. Shit, man, your ex-wife took more than that.
You remember what did we say about that? Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Don't just say
that
X.
part was true though.
Just say X.
X.
All right, sorry.
X, battle axe, whatever. Kevin Manley with a $25 super chat. Thank you very much. Love the show, guys. Thank you very much. We love you too. No homo. Crazy Uncle, check your email. Just kidding. I'm done for the night. I was going to say, man, you're going to have your own stream bid for next week. Have yourselves a good show / good night. As for me, time for a drink, or plural.
Drinks. That's why there's the menagerie.
Yes. The Red Lens with a shout out to you, man, Pop. Hell yeah.
All right.
You went on his show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. The Big Kahuna. Do you think the 3-letter agencies can be fixed? After all, the last president who tried was ass-inated, allegedly.
Yes, they can be fixed. It's going to take a fairly big movement, but you should be able to flush the shit out of them.
Here's hoping.
Yeah, all you really got to do is just go down the line and just anyone that's been there for over 20 years, you just automatically retire them. Just tell them you're done, thank you for your service, and start over. Get rid of them.
I think anybody who was involved in the Russia bullshit needs to go as well.
Yep.
Because, when you know that something is bullshit and you persist on wasting time, taxpayer dollars on an unconstitutional witch hunt.
You should not be working in that position.
No, bye-bye. The only thing alphabet in your in your repertoire would be the soup, fuckers. Ohio Trucker 1, out ice fishing right now. Got a lot of Jack Daniels and dynamite for when I get impatient.
Nice!
Yeah!
Dynamite!
My whole area is under a level 3. Aha!
What's a level 3?
Missed. I don't know. It says under a level 3.
Is that like a weather advisory or something?
It's quite possible. Crazy Uncle, basic cold weather survival for married people. If she says it's cold at night, tell her sleeping together naked is the best way to stay warm. No BS. It's true. Pat Wax Daddy again. I would like to start using the term Marxist benefactors because self-identified Marxists are fools who will soon have their money parted. And in some cases, the hemispheres of their brain. Anyone in power are using it as robbery of everyone else. Yes, I'm drinking.
I don't blame you, bro.
Yeah, well, I mean, look at any activist group. They all go full Marxist and corrupt.
Yeah. Yes, they do.
As soon as the money starts flowing in.
Look at the ADL.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just going to redefine words that are inconvenient for our narrative. Yeah.
Correct.
Ohio Trucker says all roads are shut down. That's a level 3.
Okay.
You poor bastard. Yeah, it's pretty gnarly up here. Not super bad. I've seen worse, but right now the biggest issue is the wind because the drifts are just
It's
insane.
fucking cold as shit, and then it rained, and then that froze, and then it snowed on top of that. That's a recipe for fucking disaster.
Yeah, and it's because of the drifts. It's almost like an optical illusion. You look out your window. If you like you snowblowed last night, you look out your window, you'll see part of your driveway is still visible. All right, it's not so bad. And then you go to step out the side door to let the dog out, and all the snow was built up in front of the fucking door because of the wind.
Someone's gonna die.
Someone's gonna die shoveling fucking snow.
I fucking hate it, man.
I don't look forward to the day when friends of mine begin conversations that way. You know who just died shoveling snow?
Yep. In fact, I've had 3 people just die in the past 6 months from my graduating class. From heart attacks and strokes.
Well, there you go.
What are you gonna do?
Broken Pine 284 just dropped a donation, $25 Canadian. Outstanding. I hope you're a trucker. If you are, you mother trucker, give those dudes our best. J.S. Stillman, number 371 here. Chatted a while back about an ex whose husband wanted video of me railing her.
Oh, my God.
Big no! Better than Big Mike.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, she texted that she wanted to give my son a bunch of art supplies.
Take a pass.
Whatever. She texted last weekend, check your front door. Sure enough, big bag of art supplies. Sounds fine, right? Trouble is, I never told her where I live.
That's not good. That means she got the plate of your car and flipped it and found out. Yeah, anyone can do that.
Or she followed you home from work.
Oh, yeah. Or put a GPS on your vehicle.
She's practicing a little administrative violence.
Yeah, there's all kinds of fun shit going to take place.
Oh, man, you better be careful, man. You're going to get fucked, not in a good way. All right. Oh, Thought Thursday. It's my favorite time of week. This isn't really a thought thing, but it's definitely inspired by thoughts. When Texas passed their heartbeat bill, the feminists went insane.
Yes, they
How
did.
dare you? Wee, 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 wee. And then some Democrat shit nugget in Oklahoma decided, well, if you're going to make it difficult for women to exercise their rights, then I'm going to write a bill like this. Democrat withdraws bill holding fathers responsible from conception after backlash from abortion activists. Now, there was backlash from abortion activists, but the real reason he withdrew it, Democrat withdraws bill making dads pay child support for moment of conception after pro-lifers support it. So this dude, his whole thing, I'm going to oppose the pro-lifers.
Didn't think it through, huh?
Wah, wah, wah.
What a fucking piece of shit.
Well, look at him.
Wow.
Forrest Bennett, not to be confused with Forrest Gump. This week I filed HB 3129, which codifies that a father's financial responsibility to his baby and their mama begins at conception. If Oklahoma's going to restrict a woman's right to choose, we better make sure that a man involved can't just walk away from his responsibility.
They don't. Listen,
now,
there's a whole fucking industry put in place to turn these men into fucking slaves.
and isn't a woman aborting a child? I mean, like, what's really hilarious here is that without meaning to, this guy, a staunch Democrat, admitted that life begins at conception.
Yep.
Because he's an idiot. Like, this is a monumental cell phone on his part. And then he doesn't seem to realize that if walking away is a man walking away from his responsibility, isn't abortion doing the exact same thing
That's
for
exactly
a woman?
what women have the AAA option:
Yep.
abandonment, abortion, and adoption.
Yep. I love this. Let me get this out of the way. Obviously, I'm not moving forward with this bill as written. He assured his followers that he still supports abortion. Many of you got the subtext that Oklahoma's chomping at the bit to outlaw abortion and define life as beginning at conception. Didn't you?
That's exactly what he did.
This bill was created to do that, and again, while I appreciate those who see the sincere motivation behind it, I acknowledge that it creates more problems. Well, yeah, because if it's their body, their choice, and the man is not allowed to participate in that decision whatsoever, then you can't really throw the financial burden on men at conception.
Well, first of all,
Bit of a double standard.
I've talked to a lot of guys who got hammered in court, and actually the judges basically told the guy he has to pay the medical bills, and he lumped it in there with child support. Yeah, that's horseshit.
Yeah.
And you can bankrupt on medical bills.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's having a judge turning into something that's not is horseshit.
Oh, Democrats, they never fail to self-own. And these next two are just so choice.
This is classic. This is in Europe, isn't it?
Yes, I believe it is. This is Switzerland.
Ah.
Now, the best way to defeat the left is to use their own logic against them.
Yeah.
And this is exactly what's happening here. Man declares himself a woman to retire early. A savvy male has reportedly been able to profit from a loophole in Switzerland's new sex change legislation. So awesome. What do we got here?
Well, I think the men get to retire, or they retire later in some of those European countries where women get to retire earlier.
Yeah.
That's horse shit. Men and women are equal. Work your job, bitches.
Yep. So in the wealthy Alpine state, retirement age for men is 65 years compared to 64 for women, and the pensions are really high, varying from 13,480 euros to 27,000 annually. And this person decided they didn't want to wait a year for their money, and they just went and registered as a female with the authorities. The sex change only occurred on paper, with the claimant later confirming to family and friends that it was done only to speed up the retirement.
Nice.
There have so far been no reports of the authorities in Lucerne planning to challenge this reported application. However, the reportedly isolated incident has pointed to significant flaws in the sex change rules. You think?
Oh, my God.
This is what happens when feelings rule the world.
Or when you're allowed to identify with whatever you want.
Oh, yeah.
I identify as fully vaxxed.
Yep. I was born this way. That's what it used to be. And now they're trying to, like that USA Today article about the pedos.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's determined in the womb. Okay, so it's the born this way shit again.
Yep.
And in 20 years, after you get what you want, then it's going to be you can identify whatever you want on any given day.
Then you can do whatever the fuck you want. Yep. I gotcha.
Because that makes sense.
I'm going to have to go with fuck no on that.
Fuck no. But this man, whoever he is, golf clap, sir. This is how you turn the system on its head and expose it for just how fucking stupid it is.
I take 200.
Bravo.
I'll take 200 for outsmarting the system.
Yes.
That's excellent.
I like it.
I like it. It's good shit. We're an hour in. I got to piss.
Oh, of course you do.
Yeah, we are. 1 hour in.
All right. For those of you who haven't seen the new deep fake, here you go.
You are a smelly pirate hooker.
You look like a blueberry.
How do you write women so well?
I think of a man, and I take away reason and accountability.
I look terrible in that shit.
It's Jack Nicholson.
I know, but goddamn.
Although with your face on, he's more like Crack Nicholson.
Yeah.
This piggybacks right off of the last one.
All right,
here.
so
I
first
love
of
this.
all, they've changed the definitions.
Yep.
All right. They've insisted on all these microaggressions, which they don't exist.
No.
And, basically violent language and hate speech.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we give them exactly what they want, what do?
They ask for more. They move the goalposts.
That's right.
Yep. All of this. And the fucked up part about this, what's so hilarious is that if it wasn't for feminism, none of this would have happened.
Correct.
Feminism was the initial seed of Marxism in this country, and it's just blown up and turned into this transmogrified, chud, genetic, fucked up experiment, and it's impregnating everything. It's disgusting. Chudge. Inclusive language risks dehumanizing women, top researchers argue. What top researchers are these?
Yeah, name them, please.
The thing is, I could have told you this. You don't need to research to see this. But it's all their fault, so I don't care.
That's right. And I love how they put in studies, research.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Tell me where's the stuff posted other than, well, it's anecdotal.
I mean, are these the same researchers that have been controlling the EAU narrative for the past 2 years?
Yeah, try to follow the science.
Yeah, but Joe Rogan's misinformation. Right.
Yeah, all it does is talk to people.
I know.
It's so stupid.
Well, I mean, this is what happens, though, when CNN has the big multinational billion-dollar deals, but they're only getting a fraction of Joe Rogan's audience. They're getting like 800,000 during prime time, and he gets 11 million viewers every episode.
11 million.
I think we know what the motivation here really is. It has nothing to do with misinformation. It has everything to do with
money? Yeah.
Replacing words like women and mothers with birth givers and pregnant people in research risks dehumanizing women. And the thing is, like, you can't reconcile these two schools of thought.
Either you're a woman, and women, one of their natural functions is to have children.
Yeah.
Or you're not.
But, oh, hang on. Oh.
You saw that one? All right. Yeah.
The problem is, you can't, all these people vote the same way. I think that's what I find so hysterically funny.
Yeah.
And feminism, they're the ones who started the whole men and women are physically and mentally equal. Anything you can do, I can do better.
Until a guy identifies as a chick, shows up and destroys you to track meet.
Yeah, then that's oppression too.
Yeah, that's oppression.
It's just an extension of the patriarchy, which shouldn't exist because, men can have babies now, right?
Correct. So stupid.
This is the conclusion of the 10 prominent women's health researchers from Australia, the US, Europe, and Asia who will argue in a paper published next week that replacing words like breastfeeding with terms like lactating parents risks reducing protection of the mother-infant bond and disembodying and undermining breastfeeding.
Okay, my answer is this. Pick a fucking side or shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
God damn it. It's so aggravating.
You cannot embrace the manual transmission ideology. That's exactly what it is. It's an ideology. It's not science. And claim to be oppressed because of what's between your legs. You literally can't have both because if you're going to insist on this, you're causing this.
Yep.
It's a never-ending feedback loop. It's the snake eating its own tail.
Absolutely correct. This is just disgusting. I'm so sick and tired of them creating the problem and then bitching about it and blaming it on fucking men. Yeah. Fuck off.
Oh, this is actually one of the few things that they're not blaming on men because they know that it's not our fault. We're the ones over here like, look, you have chromosomes in your body.
They are what they are.
If you have 2 X chromosomes, you're a woman. If you have an X and a Y chromosome, you're a man. Sometimes you can have 3. Sometimes things are a little fucked up. Sometimes you only have 1. Okay, but those are the exception.
Very rare. Very rare.
When gender can be whatever you want, this becomes meaningless, and we were the ones telling you that years ago and being called hateful bastards for pointing it out.
Yeah, you speak the truth. You're a hateful bastard. What? I just told you the deal.
We got a strike and a video removed from YouTube for talking about men who won't date woke women.
And we also got a strike for the anti-suicide video we did.
Yes. We literally made a video called How Not to Kill Yourself, and it was banished off YouTube for promoting self-harm.
Yeah.
That's how stupid these people are.
Unbelievable. No, actually, it is believable.
But hey, you make your bed, you lie in it. Maybe the person tries to kick you out with a spear. Maybe they try to smother you with a clam cooker. It doesn't matter to me.
Things happen.
But you need to pick a side.
That's right. Things happen and pick a side.
Pick a side. Moment
here we
of
go.
silence.
Now, first of all, I'm anti-suicide unless you're medically compromised, exceptionally old, and you want to, check out. Got it. All right. Now, we have a former Miss USA who decided to hurl herself from a high object and fuck with gravity and have a severe argument with physics, which she lost. Now, I'm not condoning this. I don't want anyone to kill themselves. I am sorry that this happened, but it is reality. It actually did happen, and we're going to talk about it.
Yep. And the funny thing is, she wrote this essay, I guess, last year, all about the pressures of getting older, the need to achieve, and her battle with online trolls who bully her over her looks. Now, I don't believe that last part, because look at her.
I mean, she's fairly attractive. I mean,
but if women in their 30s aren't trying to get attention on the internet, I really don't know what it is they're doing.
So my thing is this: is she obviously peaked way early. All right.
It was only 2 years ago when she won the Miss USA pageant, 2019.
But
3 years ago.
She was 28 years old.
Yeah.
She peaks.
Oldest winner in the contest's history.
Yes. And then you probably have that realization that it's never going to be this good again.
Yep.
And, we've talked about the suicide rates for women, the binge drinking for women, the mental illness for women, the women on head meds. It's not good.
No.
The culture we have is not good for the long-term health of women.
And this culture is not the one that men outlined for women.
That's right.
This is the one that women outlined for themselves.
Yeah, we had nothing to do with it.
When they insisted that they wanted to go to work, that they wanted to be able to, drink, screw, and
use
work
drugs,
use drugs, and
do
everything
whatever the hell you want,
just like all men. They made their own bed here.
Yeah.
And she writes here, a grinning, crinkly-eyed glance at my achievements thus far makes me giddy about laying the groundwork for more, but turning 30 feels like a cold reminder that I'm running out of time to matter in society's eyes, and it's infuriating.
What'd I tell you?
No, it's not society telling you that. That's your biological clock.
Well, one, it's your biological clock screaming at you that, hey, you fucked up. And two, society does look at these. Listen, society judges you on the value you bring to the civilization.
Yeah.
All right? Now, say you're a 70-year-old man. You don't bring anything. You're more like a burden.
Yeah.
All right?
That's why China releases pathogens to get rid of you.
And they changed to the 3-child policy, which no one's doing for the most part.
Why would you? You live in a communist society. Sooner or later, what they're going to do is they're going to start putting people together, and then you're going to have, Haji jumping in the front door, and he's going to be doing CPR in the dude's ass just to get him to do his
Can you imagine that? Stan, you need to report to the corner house at 13 in Maine. Don't ask why.
Don't ask why. When you get inside, you'll see.
So Stan shows up. All right, Stan, climb on top of that girl and start pumping.
Wait, what?
Do it. We're serious. You're like, what the fuck? You want to talk about some crazy fetish shit right there. That's it.
And then he's like Tyler Durden, and he gets in there, and he's like having a hard time moving. He's like, well, what's the problem? You're watching. I can't go when you watch. All right, get over here.
Start pumping.
How was your CPR? Who was top of their CPR class? All right, Chin, you're elected. Oh, I don't want to. Hey, just do it.
Put compressions on his lower back. Make this happen.
All right, 1 child down, 2 to go. You better be ovulating, bitch.
Dude, we are disgusting. We are disgusting.
Yes, we are.
But, hey, desperation. What are you going to do?
Now, as far as, we jest, but this woman, her death it is a tragedy. We never wish suicide on anyone. Or
I don't want anyone to kill themselves. I really don't. It's not.
And if there really were people trying to make her feel bad about the fact that she was, too tall with, a six-pack and kind of a muscular build, you know what? No one is for everyone.
Yeah, that's right.
And if you're a public figure, you're going to get shit like this.
Well, first of all,
there is a 200-pound sack of assholes out there that calls you a chud constantly.
Yeah,
and when you look at this person, the irony is stunning.
They literally look like they came from the commercial from the Saturday Night Live Pat skits.
Yeah, I don't know. That might be an insult to Julia Sweeney.
Listen, I'm not punching down on that particular individual.
No, that's why I never mention them by name.
Just move along.
I'm content to refer to them as 200-pound sack of assholes.
I like it.
And I might be undershooting on that one. I think she might be closer to $3 bills.
Yeah, she. When I saw that particular individual, I don't know if it's a he or a she or a shimp or a him, she or an it.
It.
But definitely, I'm getting the vibe of 250 or north of 250. Hey, look, it's all right. If this particular person wants to slander my name and maybe they get some views, have at it.
Well, apparently that part isn't working.
Listen, I got a strong chin. I could take some criticism, and I take a damn good burn.
Anybody who's watched this show knows that you can take a good burn.
I take a good burn
because I'm constantly busting your balls.
Yep,
and it goes both ways.
That's right. And I used to play horrid practical jokes on people when I was in the service, and then when they would get me back, I didn't get mad. I'd be like, flawless victory. The best one is they came and they dipped my phone in red stamp ink.
Oh, yeah.
And then they went back and called me, and I picked it up. Sorry, Pop. And then I heard him laughing, and I'm like,
oh, damn it.
And I see it, and I just go, flawless victory. And I could hear him laughing in the other room. Totally got me, man.
Looked like you got your Red Wings.
I had like a red dot here and a red dot here. I had to take it off with alcohol. It was there for a couple days. It was like a huge red square. Flawless victory. Damn good burn. Flawless.
All right, so we're going to raise a glass to this lovely young lady here. Godspeed to you.
Godspeed.
Now, if you were going to ream her about anything, you would just ream her about the fact that in all likelihood, I'm sure she's a lovely person, but given she's stunning and brave BIPOC, that probably had something to do with her selection as Miss USA. I'm not trying to take it away from her. I'm just saying that ever since the Oscars so white bullshit, no trophy in this country means jack shit.
Yeah, and they're not even showing the Emmys anymore, are they? Or the Grammys?
No, I don't think so. Oh, no, it's the Golden Globes.
The Golden Globes.
They didn't even screen them.
No.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
They didn't count anyway.
The ratings are so terrible, nobody wants... You got to pay people to tune in.
It's like a low-rent Oscars, and no one watches the Oscars, so why would you watch the Golden Globes?
Now, this next one, this can't be an American thing. This has got to be a foreign
It is a Mongolian thing.
Okay.
And this really is the perfect segue into This Week in Whammon.
So if you've been hurt and it hurts real bad, or if you have feelings that are making you sad, then it's okay. It's okay.
Oh my God.
Groom rejects bride's weird family tradition of spending the night with her mom.
Ma.
I'm assuming her mom is ugly. Drama ensues.
Well, this is in Mongolia, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to just go on a limb here that this mother probably looks pretty worn out.
So, what did you say? Walled out and stalled out?
Yeah. Walled out and stalled out, and she's going to basically stall on approach.
There's a saying. When you marry someone, you also marry their family and their wedding traditions, no matter how utterly bizarre they are. Reddit user throw rat on ya pan. Weird. Throw rat Tony pan, whatever. Didn't have to chase and butcher a chicken in order to prove his love in front of his fiance's family like they do in Mongolia. Oh, okay, I had this backwards. His soon-to-be wife expected him to wine and dine with his future mother-in-law as part of their unusual family tradition. So this is not Mongolia. This could be worse.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. This is part of that Am I the Asshole thread.
Oh, yeah.
Which, by the way, there's some really good ones on there.
Yeah, I know. I read that stuff.
We should do an Am I the Asshole and have you be the judge.
Sure.
It'd be fantastic.
Since I'm the king asshole, no problem.
You are the king ass.
And I'm a whole ass.
And a dick by choice.
Correct.
My girlfriend and I have been dating for 4 years and engaged for 1. Not too long after we had been dating, she told me about her family tradition for marriages. She said that the boy must take the mother of the bride out on a date night, buy her a dress and something to sleep in, pay for everything, and buy them a hotel to stay in. She said that it's nothing to be worried or freaked out about and that getting the hotel doesn't mean you have to sleep together, although a long time ago it did. I laughed a little bit and asked if she was serious. She said that she was. I had a hard time believing it, but I didn't care to discuss it anymore. We never really talked about it until this past week. I had honestly pretty much forgotten about it. My girlfriend and I have our wedding in less than a month.
Oh, no.
We're talking wedding stuff, and she asked me if I had picked out what her mom and I were going to do for our date night.
Oh, my God.
I laughed it off and waited for her to move on. She didn't. She looked confused as to why I was laughing. She insisted again that this was 100% serious and that she expected me to do it. I told her I didn't feel comfortable with doing that. I didn't want to spend the night alone in a hotel with someone who wasn't my girlfriend or wife. I asked her why we would have to get a hotel. She explained that a long time ago, the mother of the bride would actually sleep with the boy and that it was viewed as a way to kick off the marriage. I asked if she expected me to do that. She laughed and said, of course not, but that she couldn't be upset with me if it did.
Wow. Wow. That's fucking weird, man.
She then said that her mother didn't plan to actually do anything sexual. Sure. Still kind of freaked out, I asked if I could just buy her mom dinner. My girlfriend got more upset and asked me why I was refusing to follow a fun tradition. I simply said I don't feel comfortable with it. She said that I'm acting like a stubborn kid and that I should just have fun. I insisted that I wouldn't do the hotel room part. Thankfully, mother-in-law was okay with the groom not being the biggest fan of the tradition. She left and went to tell the whole family. They've all reached out to me and asked me what is wrong with me and why I'm being such a jerk about it. The mom called me and she actually was nice. She said that she thinks I'm a great guy and that while she would love to have a night together, she understands that I have a right to say no. Well, that's nice. Consent is important.
Yes.
She said that she spoke to my girlfriend about it and told her that I have that right. Nevertheless, my girlfriend is still upset. I will mention as well that my girlfriend and her family are from a different culture, so that is probably why I'm not accustomed to this. Am I the asshole for being stubborn about continuing this tradition?
I'd have to say no.
No.
But there are compromises here.
Yeah.
Now listen, you could take your soon-to-be bride and her mother out to a nice fancy dinner.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. And if the bride insists you buy her a dress, fine. I'm totally cool with this up until the point of a hotel involved. Then that's a problem.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, you just put two people of the opposite sex in a hotel.
Things happen.
Somebody
trips and falls, and something goes into a hole or three, and things happen.
And then Chin busts in, starts doing CPR on your ass because he's confused and he thinks it's China.
Crazy, man.
Damn it.
God bless America.
Cut, sling, load. The aircraft is on fire. Yeah. Knife out the back.
It's you're gonna break the airframe. Get out. Get out. 3 bells. 3 bells. Run out the door.
Love it. All right, we got some other dating profiles and shenanigans here for you.
More profiles?
Oh, yes. And some videos.
All right.
I got some videos for you.
Private school, expensive. Private hospital, expensive. Private jet, expensive. But you want my private part for free. Hey!
All right.
We'll stop giving them out for free then.
This reminds me of that Latina actress. I don't remember her name, but she's always does stuff like this.
There's a few.
All right. Now, first of all, men will take it for free if you give it for free.
Exactly.
All right. One of the main reasons why our civilization is having such difficulty with reproduction and marriage is women have cheapened the price of the punani to almost nothing.
Yep.
I'm serious.
It's true.
All right. Now just think of this. All right. For a dude to make himself into something that is wanted on the sexual marketplace, he has to have a certain amount of genetic gifts. Then he has to get his education and put in his dues and get the job with the money and then have the house and the fucking car and have everything lined up for woman to step in and go, okay, I'm ready. What does a woman have to do now? Nothing.
Nothing.
There you go.
It's the difference between earned value and innate value.
Correct.
When you're born with your value, you will spend it even if you don't spend it.
That's right.
It will depreciate over time.
It evaporates.
Men, we gain hours over time as we build our bodies, build our businesses, work on ourselves, our minds and spirits, so that by the time 30's approaching, I mean, like, women are up here at 18.
Uh-huh.
And men are down here. But then as we approach our 30's...
And then somebody throws himself off a building and somebody doesn't.
Yep. You seen any websites out there dedicated to men over 30 bitching about where all the good women went?
Nothing.
No.
So that would be kind of funny. That'd be a Comedy Gold website.
That would be a Comedy Gold website.
I'm such an asshole.
Next. I stumbled. This is the really funny thing. This tweet, that last bitch, she's at least good looking enough. You can kind of understand a little bit of her entitlement complex.
Uh-huh.
And then you have most women who are like this. I stumbled upon this old picture of mine and realized how far I've come and how much more I like myself now. Reinventing is real, and you can grow if you give yourself the chance.
Oh, God.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, shit.
Remember, ladies, never feminism. Not even once.
Look at that. That is just... That girl looks like the girl from the Dragon Tattoo.
She went from a 7 to a 3.
Wow.
And she thinks this is an improvement.
Yeah, first of all, if you're a dude and you walk in, you start, trying to work game on a chick and she has any kind of hair color that's not naturally occurring.
Dive!
Abandon ship, bro. It's done. It's over. That's poisonous tree frog territory. You lick the frog, you die.
Yep. And then, if you're dumb enough to write a check against these ladies, this is what happens to you. These are the text messages you can look forward to.
Oh, my God.
If you were walking past a strawberry field and you were really hungry, would you grab a strawberry and eat it?
Yes.
How many?
Like 2 or 3. Why?
What if there was a fence?
If it was sticking out of the fence, yes. If I have to reach inside and try to grab it, then no. Now... As a man
that seems pretty reasonable.
As a man who was married, I mean, you know the dangers of hypothetical questions.
I used to never participate in hypotheticals.
This continues.
Oh, God.
So you would only eat some if it was easy to get them?
Yep.
So you would cheat on me if it was easy?
Here we go.
And that's how it ends.
And that, yeah.
Somebody's already cheating on him.
Or somebody's not getting their fill of drama and wants drama.
Well, that's what happens.
Yeah.
These ladies get plowed into next week by, Chad, Tyrone, Pookie, and Ray Ray all through their college years. They get used to getting treated like shit because they honestly think that's what they believe, if they're honest with themselves for a second. Then they actually get a good dude who treats them nice, and it's weird. It's not normal. Where's the drama? Where's the excitement?
Yeah.
I'm bored. And then they go and do stuff like this.
And these women will come sniffing around at 38 to 48 because of the good guy that they drove off.
You're the one that got
I made
away.
a mistake. You know how many times I've heard that? Probably a good 5 or 6 times in the past 10 years.
Sling back effect, baby.
I've made such a mistake, and we should maybe try to make it work or give it a chance. No, fuck off.
I've changed. I'm not that woman anymore.
Like one of them, like literally was trying that shit, and I just explained to her, I go, you put me in the friend zone, and in the friend zone I shall stay.
Bye-bye.
And there's nothing. She was mad. She couldn't be mad at me.
No, be mad at yourself.
Yeah. I mean, you're the one that put me in the friend zone 10 years ago. I'm done. I'm out.
Did it to yourself. Next one up here. I just woke up from a switch. Now, this person is probably faking dissociative identity disorder, just so we know. And my boyfriend slept with my alter. I feel cheated on. Just because it's my body doesn't mean it's me. I don't know how to feel. He knew it wasn't me. I don't know how to act now because I feel cheated on.
Nar bipolar bagistic. And you can see she has an unnatural hair color.
There you go.
This dude deserves whatever he gets because he stuck his dick in crazy.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, don't ever do that.
And sooner or later, one of her alter egos
is going to kill you.
Is going to want to open the relationship, if not kill you.
If not kill you. I was going to say that. You're going
well, either way, it's going to be murder.
Yeah.
You're either going to get physically murdered or she's going to murder your soul when you agree to watch from the corner while she's getting plowed out like a ski lodge parking lot.
Yep.
Bad news bears,
That's just horrible.
Bing. Bing.
Ooh.
Extremely picky, and I cannot abide weak men. This is all you need to hear. I'm used to the finer things of life. Also, I'm 31. It won't let me change it. Probably because you put your birth date in correctly and thought that you could fix it later.
Yeah.
I'm a size 10 and a 34E. It's a respectable bra size.
Okay, first of all, you and I both know from this picture, we're getting this. This is called the iceberg Photoshop event.
Yeah, this is the iceberg pose.
Because you only see the top of the iceberg, and the train wreck is beneath the surface.
That's very true. Got 3 rings of fat.
Oh, my God.
No dad bods. No one short. No one poor. No one with a receding hairline, as that speaks volumes paradoxically about income levels.
Oh, wow.
Has this sad sack of female excrement ever laid eyes on one of the richest men in the world?
I have no idea.
I'm just saying, Jeff Bezos is a lot of things, but a hair model for Vidal Sassoon, he is not.
He is not. Yeah, you're right. Now, first of all, how many times have we heard about women being ultra picky? There's almost no one in her age bracket will meet this stuff.
No.
And at least nobody that's going to swoop down and take over a size 10.
Yeah.
Sorry. 34E?
Yeah. I mean, they might enjoy the boobies.
For a little while.
For a little while.
But guess what? You're just the dartboard in the bar.
It's women like this that explain why websites like this exist.
The woman delusional calculator. Oh my
if you guys go to igotstandardsbro.com, you can actually plug this stuff in. Now, she's probably going to want a man who's older than her. So let's just say she claims to be 31.
So
we'll do 31.
33.
We'll do 33 to 45.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
We're not even going to exclude married.
All right.
Okay.
So
what
assholes that are married can step in? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
what do you think? Any color or shade, or you think she's going to want to stick?
Why don't we stick with any color to see what she gets?
Okay.
And we'll do minimum height 6 feet.
Minimum height 6 feet, of course. Minimum income.
Okay, so if she wants nobody poor, she wants $150K at a minimum.
You know what? Just to be generous, and by that I mean definitely not. Let's just stick it right at the flat.
At 100K?
Let's check it out.
Let's see what you get. It's gonna be a negative number.
Oh, hang on, come on.
It's not good.
The anticipation's killing.
No, do it. Do it. Oh my God.
I think we broke it.
I think we did. Oh man, come on.
It's taking forever. All right. Well, you know what? We'll come back to this.
All right, we'll come back to
We'll move on to the next one here really quick.
It says 35.
Yes.
So she's not 31. She's 35.
Well, I know. Well, it says that she's actually 31.
Oh, okay.
But, it won't let me change it. Wah.
Mm-hmm.
Another video. Then this one is going to get you spun up.
A lot of people got something to say about the fact that I got 6 kids with 6 different men. So I'm just going to tell y'all why it is better to do it this way. If I had 6 kids with all the same dude, I get 34% of his income, which is only $680 a month. If I got 6 kids with 6 different dudes, I get 17% from each one of them, which is $340 a month from each one. $340 a month times 6 baby daddies is $2,040.
It's still just above poverty.
So why don't you have 6 baby daddies?
Because you're still in poverty, you dumb bitch.
Yeah, you're still in poverty, and you're going to see some of those kids go to prison or die young.
Yep.
I guess it's not working.
Why is this stuck? Pisses me off.
Maybe it got nuked because women didn't like it.
It wouldn't shock me, to be honest with you.
It
Wouldn't shock me at all.
Or it's below 0.
Yeah.
You can't pick them.
It could be below. You can't divide by 0. What are you going to do?
Yeah. All right.
We're just going to let it load. We'll see what happens here. Oh, yeah, that one. Ooh. System surfer. All the way.
All the way. And she's going to get all the free benefits and shit.
I mean, she's got to deal with 6 times the drama for below poverty level.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Why don't you have 6 different baby daddies?
Because they're not stupid. And you are, clearly. Whoo.
Well, first of all,
terrible.
I'm going to be honest. She's got 6 baby daddies. Probably a third of them aren't going to pay shit. So then there's only 4.
Yep.
And it's not. There's no win in this. It's terrible.
It is. It's god awful. But then after they make these horrible mistakes, they want your sympathy still. When you realize you're 21, a broke single mom who doesn't have any family that wants to watch your kids so you can work, currently living in government assistance in a custody battle with a narcissist, all while trying to build your life as a content creator to inspire other single moms who are struggling as well because of your own decisions.
All right, so this falls into the sympathy dictionary thing. You're 21. You got kids. Your family obviously didn't approve of your decisions, so they're not going to pick up the tab, and they're not watching your kids. Yeah. And then somehow it's their fault, and they should be blamed. Fuck you. I'm sorry.
You made your bed, and then you let every dude in the tri-state area lie in it.
Mm-hmm. And you let one slip by the goalie.
And you fell asleep in his drying little pools of bazooka juice.
There you go. I don't think that site's working, man.
It sucks, man. That would have been so funny. This is what happens when you try to improvise things on the fly. Murphy decides to come and stick his finger and stuff and fuck it up.
Murphy.
Damn it.
Murphy.
Fuck Murphy.
Yeah.
More baby daddies. I come with 2 baby daddies, 4 kids, bills, trauma. I'm at the point where I don't give a fuck. I won't chase you. If you can't hang, don't talk to me.
Yeah, okay. Well, listen, 4 kids, there's not a lot of guys who are going to step in and take over 4 kids and 2 baby daddies. No.
Yeah.
Listen, if you are looking to get married and have kids, do not do it with a single mother.
No.
Don't do it. It's not going to end out well for you. Oh, here's the probability.
You're shooting yourself in the dick if you do that.
That's right. Oh, look, we got the probability finally came through. You had to tweak it, didn't you? Did you tweak it?
No, it's the exact thing. 4.3%
of the male population.
Of the male population is between 33 and 45, at least 6 feet tall, any marital status, any race, any weight, earning at least $100,000 per year.
All right, now put in there only married.
Exclude the married.
And there we go. See what we get here. All right, let's see if it figures it out.
There, we'll move on to the next one just in case, because, Murphy.
Stuff and shit.
Murphy.
Stuff and shit.
Oh, he's stuff and shit.
Stuff and shit.
Okay, now this one actually sullies the good name of sad. This is what happens when you are grotesquely, morbidly obese and a single mom on Valentine's Day, and you want sympathy on a Walmart budget.
Oh, here we go. Oh, God!
Happy Valentine's, everybody. Especially for the ones who didn't get Valentine's today.
All right. Now, I want you to pay attention to this woman's upper arm.
Oh, my.
You will see that it's just as thick as her head.
She's 3 bills, minimum.
She's coming up on 4 bills.
Oof.
Almost 4 bills.
I made my own Valentine up with the help of my daughter. I went and got my own Valentine candy. I wish I could share with the whole world because I know a lot of people didn't get no Valentine's Day. And this is for y'all. So, and I got me a little breakfast here.
There we go.
Not too much or nothing, but just a.
God, look at all that nasty ass food.
And it's all processed microwave shit.
Some, we got this and the rest of my food, and now we are.
Gravity for the win! Gravity for the win! Oh my God! Gravity for the win! Oh my God! Oh my God! I didn't see that one coming. Holy shit! Oh my God!
The chair broke, and it was not a lawn chair.
No,
it broke. So, well, you can actually see her leg buckle right underneath here.
And the rest of my food, and now we are.
Oh, Mama, you okay?
Oh man! All right. Yeah, I feel bad for the daughter.
I feel bad for the kid too,
because the daughter is going to have to watch this train wreck until completion.
Speaking of train wreck, if you back out married in the results,
there we go.
The statistical data of a 33 to 45-year-old man meeting her standards is 0.87%.
So if only married men.
Yep. No, this is unmarried men. Oh. If you don't back out married men, it's 4%.
So what are we learning here?
If you're looking for single men, it's under 1%.
Well, the thing is we got 4.3% with married men in there.
Yeah.
That means married men are going to hit that a certain percentage of the time. But if you want, hold out for that unmarried guy because you want the full package, less than 1%.
Oh, so you're going to get the package, all right, for 7 to 10 minutes.
Listen,
and then it goes back to Amazon.
When I was in the military, I would always do the risk assessment, the odds of everything, and I never, ever accepted a mission with anything less than a 60-40. 60% chance of success.
Cappy's holding out on us, man. Cappy is advertising on the I Got Standards Bro calculator. Cappy, you shrewd son of a bitch.
You rat bastard. That's awesome.
And I love how they rate it on a 5 scale. 4 out of 5 is a cat enthusiast.
Yep.
You know what that means.
Stop. Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop.
Dude, I mean, that skit's comedy gold, bro.
Yes, it is. And we have over 1,200 people still watching. Thank you all very much.
On the tube of you?
On the tube of you. Let's check out the other platforms here just for a moment. 45 on MGTOW.tv, 213 on Odyssey, 81 on Twitch, and 83 on DLive.
Almost 1,600 people.
Outstanding. Thank you all very much for tuning in. But now it's time for the truly egregious portion of the night. Well, almost the truly egregious. We still
now,
have to
am I going to flip
story.
out? Have I seen this before?
No. I can't have this tied to my main, but I really need to say something about it, and I have no one I can tell. My wife has a terminal disease. She is projected to live at most 9 months. I am, of course, destroyed. We've been together for a decade. I don't remember life without her, and I don't know what I'm going to do when she's gone. I've been doing my best to make the last days of her life good and grant whatever wish I can. The doctor said that she was likely to need a wheelchair in 4 or 5 months, and then by month 8, she'll be bedridden for the last few weeks. That is, if she doesn't decline faster.
That doesn't sound like a good situation.
So my heart already, it's going out to her.
Yeah. This is not good at all, man. I hope I'm never in this position. That's a nice butt. Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
That's a round one there. Perky.
There's still more.
Perky booty. Okay.
Recently, she sat me down and told me that one of the last things she wanted to do was have sex with a previous partner of hers.
No.
I, of course, was shocked, and when I asked why the fuck she wants that, basically, she thinks that her most physically compatible, satisfying lover was him. She gave a whole monologue about how sex sometimes is just physical and how emotionally fulfilling sex is with me, but it was bullshit to get to that point. So now I'm left with this. Deny my dying wife a wish for my own ego, or let her go fuck another man who she feels was better. Honestly, I'm so pissed off and betrayed that she asked this of me. I feel like I'm put in a position where I have to say yes because she's dying.
No, you don't.
No.
You do not have to say yes to anything.
If you took the vows, one of those vows is till death do us part.
That's right. And I would say, listen, whatever you had with whatever in the past, got it, but no. And I would take out additional life insurance on it.
Hard no.
Yeah, it's a hard no, man.
Ugh.
Take out additional life insurance.
Yeah, because you never can tell. When something like this happens, Evil Pop might wake up in the middle of the night. He might not go to get some ice cream. He might just suffocate you with a pillow. I'm just saying.
Things happen.
Little pillow party, little pillow fight. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Pillow fighting.
I mean, Your Honor, I didn't know she was already in a wheelchair.
That's a horrible situation, man.
Hey, but hey, once she's in a wheelchair, her greatest enemy isn't going to be libido. It's going to be stairs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Install an elevator in your house.
Yeah. And then you can always overclock it, like do the seat that goes up the staircase like in Gremlins.
Oh, I tried to get one of those for my house for my mom, and she threw a fucking fit.
Fuck another man, will ya? Hotwire that shit.
No, literally, I got the literature to have it installed. It was going to be like $4,800.
And she got mad at you?
I left it on the table. And she was like, I don't want that installed in my house. I can walk up the stairs. I'm like, okay, don't worry about it.
Isn't your name still on the mortgage?
I know, but, listen, it is what it is.
You're like, woman, it's my house.
I know. But, it's my mom. And she said she didn't want it. So if you want to suffer, that's fine, suffer.
Okay, it is what it is.
Not my bad. I did everything I could.
You do what you want, man. But how egregious is that?
That is fucked up, man. You got somebody he's been with them for a decade. He's going to stand by you while you slowly die a horrible, miserable death.
Decrepitate.
And you want to reward him by sleeping with somebody else and saying that indirectly that this man was never satisfying to you. That is fucked up.
Intimacy and it's an emotional connection. Sure.
Men don't think like that.
And you know what's going to happen? He's going to say no. And then the blame and shame game is going to go off the chain.
That's right.
Oh, I faked it every time. You're just mad because he satisfied me like you never could.
Don't ever fall for that blame and shame bullshit.
What a vile human being that woman must be.
Well, she'll be dead soon, so she can go talk to the man upstairs.
Well, if this is her dying wish, I guarantee you this woman has not been faithful to him.
Probably not.
She probably got the cancer because she was raw dogging a bunch of dudes who got...
It didn't say cancer, did it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
She probably got the heavily penised vagina syndrome.
Yep, that'll do it.
Which can cause all kinds of cancer. I'm not going to say karma, but I'm going to say karma.
Oh my God. That's
saying.
not even cool, man.
No, it's not. Jeff Schroeder in the Super Chats here. I'm now sitting in the dark, no power, Crown Royal Peach, and watching on my phone here in Schittsburg. Pretty bad over there too, huh?
Crown Royal Peach is pretty good.
I like the Crown Royal Apple better.
Yeah, me too.
The Crown Vanilla.
Ooh.
Super smooth. God. Absolutely amazing.
Oh.
Love it. Jumping over to Streamlabs here. Oh, boy. Dinosaur 13. More fucked up animal facts because it's Thursday. Male dolphins will abduct a female dolphin and run trains on her and hunt her down if she tries to escape. Dolphins will also use dead fish as fleshlights. Nature's fucked up. Narf.
I've watched that documentary, and you are correct.
Dude, dolphins are messed up.
Yeah. Yes,
well, they are the only other mammal on the planet that has sex for recreation. So I suppose it's only,
I don't know, man.
Is there a Rule 34 for dolphins?
What exactly is Rule 34?
If you can think of it, there's port of it.
Yeah, okay.
Using a dead fish for a fleshlight.
It's like prison shit right
I thought only humans would do screwed up shit like that. Did you know in a Grubhub commercial or an Uber Eats commercial, Gwyneth Paltrow took a bite out of one of her vag candles?
Really?
Yes. She said it tasted funny.
That's just nasty. Got to bring that up, man.
It's like self-munging.
Bastard.
Fluck us, you can suck us a dickin'. What's up, you frumpy-ass perverted pumpers? When she says she's a free spirit, that really means frequently requests to eat erections.
Well, the minute you hear free spirit, it's automatically 100 cocks.
She's a little moist down there.
Mm-hmm. You hear that? Well, I haven't really counted.
Yeah, she accepts payments at the Glory Hole and Moister card. Her favorite boxer is Floyd Moistweather.
Why is it women get upset with that word moist?
She only wants to date dudes who drive Moisteratis.
Or if you really want to get around the moist word, you can say clammy.
Clammy, yeah. Little Clammy Davis Jr. on the Spotify. Clammy Hager when he was lead singer for Van Halen.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Or maybe she's a squirter. Listen to a little Squirt Cobain or something like that. Maverick7508. Hey, Blake and Pop, I found a retarded article regarding that DOD medical information. Politico's trying to cover for them and give them time to find the glitch in their database. I'm emailing the links in a butt meme to the Redonkulas Blake email. Thank you very much. We will look into it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I mean, this was literally disclosed in a Senate committee under penalty of perjury, so there's no glitch in the system.
Yeah. Now, listen, all right, so if you're looking at the numbers of a 5-year moving average, say it's 38,000.
Yeah.
And that moves to 45,000. Scientifically, that is huge.
Yes.
That is epically. When you talk to scientists, like, oh, that's so crazy. It's fucking way out of the norm.
Uh-huh.
Now, multiply those numbers by 8 and 10.
Yeah, because I want to say with the big C word, not to be confused with your ex, the 5-year rolling average was about 38,000. And then in 10 months, it was up over 115.
117.
100, something like that,
Yeah.
1,000.
That is beyond statistically significant. That is tragic.
That is an order of magnitude larger. Now, for reference, if your DNA wore off by 1 percentage point, you'd be a dolphin.
Or a chimp.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Some might call that significant.
It is significant. Oh, my God.
Dinosaur 13. That's why you don't give up your guns. Castro ordered gun grabs after a spree killer dressed as a cop killed a cop, stole their cruiser and guns, and went on a 16-hour spree in a country where shooting back self-defense is illegal. Genius! Narf.
Wow.
Fuck's sakes.
God damn, that's fucked up.
Yes, it is. It is extremely fucked up. Oh, Justin Trudeau. Let's go, Brando. Justin Trudeau or Justin Dildo. You just pick whichever one. Let me know your favorite name for Justin Trudeau in the chat. Riggs Jr. I don't get to throw in as much as I'd like, but here's a few bucks toward Pop's new girlfriend because she looks like a Diaka, bro. By request.
Diaka.
Nathan P. Clark, love my home. Edmonton truckers didn't join the Ottawa convoy since they're too rowdy. Instead, they blocked the border with farmers and tractors.
Nice.
Now they're standing off with cops. I told them if things go bad, they should drop harrows and grind the road.
Ooh.
Outstanding. Do it.
Ooh. Get a backhoe and just start digging holes in the road.
This screen name is just wrong. You're like combining it with a kid show, man. Private Seaman Bubble Guppy. They told me this was not my new rank. I'm scared. And follow that up with Field Marshal Ass Chew. Have you heard about a woman claiming she had an unconsensual bang in a gang in the metaverse? Yeah,
we talked about that.
We need to talk about that in detail, I think. Jackal will send the link to the Redonk email. I heard about it. It seemed
I've already sent you the link.
It seemed almost too stupid to be real.
Yeah, it's total. Well, I want you. All right, now, hypothetically, it can't happen because you're in digital land.
It's digital land. I mean, they did nothing to you.
Correct.
But you're going to whine about it anyway because my patriarchy.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, that's what happens.
You know how that worked out for you.
If you want to go into the realm of the fucker board, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. Field Marshal asked you again, you guys want to try some Dansk Midjod Viking blood mead?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking of trying some myself. Also, that woman deserves hell. STDs are God's way of saying, fuck you, you sexually degenerative scumbags.
Catch yourself some Vada.
Vada.
I got to hit the pisser again.
Of course he does.
We're almost at 2 hours.
What do you say? Clarence the Cop, it's been a while.
Hey, it's your old buddy Joe. You know, Uncle Joe. And today I'm going to tell you just a story about this guy. What's his name? What's that guy's name? Clarence? Yeah, I think it's Clarence. Clarence the Cop? Yeah, that's it. Clarence Cop. Yeah, that's the guy I'm going to tell you a story about today. Growing up in Scranton, you know, the mean streets of Scranton. Well, there was this guy, Corn Pop. And Corn Pop, he was a bad dude. And this one time, me and him got into it, and we were about to throw down. I think that's what the kids are calling it today. They're throwing down. But back in my day, we used to call it fisticuffs. And because he was, this guy, like I said, Corn Pop, he was a bad dude. And then Clarence stepped in, and he was like, come on, man, come on. And me and Corn Pop looked at each other and were like, yeah, come on, man. What are we doing? What's going on? So we jumped on our bicycles. Then we went down to the soda pop shop, and we got ice cream. So I learned a lot that day about roaches and fisticuffs and Rocky Road ice cream. And it's all because of Clarence. Clarence Pop the Cop. And thank you, Clarence. All right. Okay, let me turn this off here. Now, you guys are paying me for this, right? Just make sure you send Hunter the money and you put it in his account and it'll get to me. Just have a market for the big guy. Okay? And yeah, oh wait, is this thing still on? He turned.
That shit never gets old.
That's good, my man.
Awesome. How do you feel? Feel pretty good?
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
About 5 pounds lighter? Awesome.
Yeah.
What do we see here? Pete. You got Pete in the chat, your buddy Pete.
All
Who
right.
died? Did they get the jab? Probably.
Yeah, I don't want to say their names, but if you go to my Facebook and look for the high school that we went to, you go to that Facebook page.
Yeah.
There's like 3 people in.
And there was recently another 21-year-old athlete just took a nosedive on the field.
That was it?
That was it. Robert Anderson, happy birthday to me. Somehow I made it to 47. Happy birthday to you.
I'm out. I'm out of booze.
That's not correct. You have any idea how much booze is up there?
I know, but I gotta drive. There's a storm and stuff, man.
Oh, wait till we get to the new tech stuff. You're gonna want to refill.
God!
Philip Oliver Holes. Pops, I got commandant list at ALC. The convoy brief turned out great, and go check the P.O. box. I sent y'all a gift. Love you guys. My girlfriend appreciates you as well. Well, I mean, if she didn't appreciate you, you wouldn't be aptly named.
Yeah, ALC is, I believe, the same as ANOC.
Nice.
Back in the day, I went to ANOC.
And I believe another person today said that they sent something to the P.O. box. So I would say no later than Wednesday next week. Check it out.
I should go check it.
I will remind you.
Thank you.
Deadly Raver, getting in here pretty late, so here's a few bucks for all the butts I missed. Hang on. That's a really nice one.
We saw that one.
We're going to linger on that one just for a moment, and then we're going to swap her out for this one.
That one's pretty good.
Not too bad, not too bad. Rusty Shackelford. Pop looked awesome as Norm Macdonald. And Al Bundy. And Bill Murray. Legends. By the way, who watched Groundhog Day yesterday?
I have not seen it. I've watched it. I love the movie. I just didn't see it yesterday.
So good, so quotable. Tony Soprano, see the email I sent about a funny Tinder bio. I actually did see that pop up here.
Tinder bio?
Where did I find? Funny Tinder bio.
Uh-oh.
Non-monogamy. I have one current partner, have a 4-year-old daughter, as well as newborn twin girls.
Oh, my God.
By 420 friendly. I'm on the fucked up end of mental health, so don't be surprised if one day I'm super interested in talking and the next I'm dumb and can't reply. Big ol' fat girl here, but I'm not the one complaining, so depression sucks. Go get your nips pierced. How about no? Love music, Animal Crossing, horror, and cute shit. Just trying to bob, I guess.
So she's got a daughter and
twin girls.
Fat girl, pass.
And bi, which is code speak for Petri dish of disease.
Pass.
Mental illness. And a BBW to boot.
Double pass.
Triple bypass. That's what she's going to need. Just saying.
Savage.
Richard Burns, Pops, if when serving in the Army I would laugh when you get into my face like Gunny in Full Metal, what would you do? I don't like following orders.
I'd yell at you. Or a lot of times.
Probably smoke you.
Yeah, like I had some individuals who they came back from a combat zone. So yelling at them is just totally pointless.
No.
And this one, he was an E5 and he was always late to formation. And one day I said, if you're late again, you're going to get fucked up.
You're going to get fucked up.
And what did he do? He was late again. And I literally handed him a sledgehammer and I had him smashing up concrete all fucking day.
I bet he slept well that night.
He got lunch and dinner, but he swung the sledgehammer all day and busted up those little concrete parking block things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I had him take all the rebar after he powderized all the concrete off the rebar and then put that in a separate pile for the scrappers to have.
Woo!
He quit being late after that.
I bet he did. Yeah, consequences are a great teacher.
Yep.
James P. with a $35 super chat.
We're not worthy.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. What do you guys now find a nice girl these days? I'm very successful in life, can't tolerate crazy women, and finding no options for dating.
All right. Now, first of all, if you're coming to me for dating advice, you're going to the wrong place because I've made an assload of errors in my life, and I'm trying to prevent that from happening to you. Hey, now, where the nice women are, that's my answer.
I don't know, man. A lot of them will seem nice
in the beginning,
but they are chameleons, man. You got to be careful.
Yes, absolutely correct.
Michael Morgan, comment edited thrice from YouTube biatches. Is womanism just a first worldwide crap test testing men and how much bulldookie we will put up with?
I would say no, because it's already ruined the West.
Yeah. Our society is burning in because of this Marxist bullshit.
Absolutely correct.
Reaper01, in regards to these dating profiles, nothing changes but the shape of the lips and the color of the hips, boys. Trust me, I've learned the hard way.
Yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of men out there have learned the hard way.
You poor gimpy bastard.
God damn.
Pulp Friction. If you guys didn't hear Reaper01's last appearance on the show, to letting us know, actually, no, it wasn't that one. It was a previous one where he wrote in a Wango Tango chat. It is tomorrow's Grunt Speak bits on the backup channel, so if you guys haven't yet subscribed to that, youtube.com/gruntspeak. We post short bits on there 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Subscribe and check it out.
All right.
B989X. See, gents, a colored hair is a sign of poison or toxic. You're damn right.
Damn right it is.
Nature's way of telling you to get the fuck away. The enlightened Mr. Peabody. Why is traffic becoming so hostile? I have theories.
Send them.
Send us your theories. Mephitis Lepieux. Is there R34 of dolphins? Bruh. E621 net has all the dolphins you can shake a snake at. I don't know about that. I don't want to. Ohio Trucker 1 just bagged 4 catfish with a dynamite stick. Time to throw in another. Suey, suey.
Fishing with dynamite. I saw it done with hand grenades.
I've seen it done too. Pretty hilarious. My former brother-in-law used to had like the smokeless gunpowder with the waterproof wicks, and he used to just like put sandwich bags full of the shit with the waterproof wick, drop it off the dock. Bunch of dead fish pop up, grab them.
Well, if you want to conserve time, yeah, I guess that's a technique, but not the preferred method.
Amen to that. Travis Wells from Canada with $100 Canadian. Holy cow.
Thank you so much, man.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
If there was a comment with that, Susie Q didn't like it, and she deleted it, so I apologize. Michael Simmons, if there is a draft as a 6'7" dude, what jobs would I have to look forward to be voluntold to do by Uncle Sam?
6'7".
6'7".
Well, 6'7". That's a tough one. You can do infantry. You can do airborne. You can be a truck driver. You can't do armor. You're too big. You can't be a fighter pilot. I don't think you can fly a helicopter either. Yeah, I mean,
So
there's a
your
lot
options are limited.
Well, it's not as bad if you're like for instance, if you're like really, minuscule.
Yeah,
it's harder to find jobs to do.
I would agree. All right, over to Odyssey really quick. I want to make sure that I don't miss any YouTube chats before we switch over to new tech. Mr. Wright, women always lose against physics.
Yeah, they do.
No, but if all women start to behave, there will be websites where men ask, where are all the bad girls gone? I sincerely hope not. That would be sad.
Well, then, the thing that happens, if women decide to clean up their act and get all like they used to be, then you go to places like bordellos and such to find stuff like that.
Yeah, and that way you at least understand that the transaction is what it is up front.
Yes.
And everybody can walk away and no one gets sued.
But your chances of vada go way up.
Yes, that's why you got a double rabbit. Berserker Brad, 1983. Allegedly, Big Mike could perform the most impressive helicopter Washington, D.C. had ever seen.
Damn, that's funny. Big Mike?
A Big Mike! Oh, shit, that's nasty.
That is messed up.
Oh, François Lechatin has a full comment for us in the email.
All right. Here we go.
Good evening, Mr. Pap und Herr Kleiner. So without further ado at this time, here is my news story. On June of 2011, I was traveling in Germany. After starting a kind of a loop from Berlin, I reached Hamburg by train. On the ice, pronounced ECO. What?
Intercity Express.
During the first of the 2 nights that I would stay in that second city, I tried to no avail to find a dancing club. I would have to be content with the kind of pub where there was a show of shadows on the wall. Then, as it was about 11:30 p.m., I made up my mind to return to the youth hostel and hit the hay. However, I found my way back there from said pub would prove to be somewhat difficult. As I was trying to use a shortcut, I realized this in the city that I barely knew, because I really didn't want to walk back following that long, curvy street again. Now, believe me if you will, I ended up in that city's red light district without actually meaning to be there.
Sure, buddy.
Yeah.
We believe you.
As I was stopping to do another city map reading, a first professional calling herself Emilia, and being originally from Bulgaria, offered me her services. Yeah, in that case, too. It indeed took a major amount of coaxing on her part without telling me, Kommt. Come on. A 50 euro, 50 euros. But I did agree to go with her. And she and I wound up going all the way. Of course, they all use protection there. By the time I actually got back to the hostel, I would do basically the same thing but twice, with a second worker calling herself Carmen, and being originally from Poland. Upon her request or suggestion, I even massaged and caressed her back, which she thoroughly enjoyed. What I definitely must not forget to specify here is that this was a Tuesday night, basically the quietest part of the week for those professional ladies of the night. In other words, the clients were very few and far between. So between Emilia and Carmen, I passed in front of dozens of them, telling me, 50 euro, as well, including 2 of them who would ask me how I would like to have a spicy session with 2 women together instead of one. And I would politely decline their respective propositions as I was walking on. So let me tell you that under such circumstances where the supply clearly exceeded the demand, if I may say so, I felt like quite a fish in water with much more plankton than necessary for me to eat my fill.
Aha!
The end.
I like it.
Sounds like a good time in the old town tonight.
Just hopefully you didn't catch yourself some scotchy chingos and some vada.
Amen to that. Calebon, I'm having fun where I live with lightweight snow, so lightweight it acts like a lubricant. And that was a wooden chair that broke. Those things can usually hold 400 pounds easily if built right. It's a sad day in that kitchen.
Gravity for the win.
Yes. Calebon again. Casual Geographic on YouTube gives all sorts of screwed up knowledge on what nature does. Tell me about it. I've already learned more than I wanted to tonight. Oh!
Yep.
J.S. Stillman, number 371 again. Blake, have you gone to Motor City Nightmares? Yes. Pretty fun convention. Danielle Harris is still pretty hot, but the wall is getting close. I agree. I met her in person. Lenny Quigley crashed through it with a rocket on her back and went through 100 yards of razor wire. Yeah, well, the thing is, she was so hot from here down, no one really looked up here until it was too late. Got to meet George Romero before he passed. Gary Busey was an asshole, so Tom Wilson was right. Hope you go to the next one. I'll buy you a beer or 12. Oh, I'll be there. I'm a big fan. I try to go every year. If you haven't met Dee Wallace yet, highly recommend it. She is a sweet old lady. If you don't know who that is, she was in The Frighteners. She played Elliot's mom in E.T. She was the main character in Cujo. The Howling. I actually like that one better than American Werewolf in London, and people get pissed at me when I say that, but fuck you, The Howling is better.
No, I liked Frighteners.
Yeah, Frighteners was good.
That was good.
All right, here. Last one's on YouTube before we switch over to New Tech. Forrest Grump with a $20 donation. Thank you very much. No comment there. So if there was one, it was deleted. Michael Morgan with a $50 super chat.
Thank you.
We're not worthy.
Outstanding.
We're not worthy.
Here's a bottle, he says. After seeing those damn horrendous dating profiles, it only reinforces my dating being no hymen, my requirement for dating being no hymen, no diamond. Have a shot on me and Semper Fi.
Outstanding.
Thank you very much, good sir. Irish Lover 7745. I once replied every year when asked my birthday during induction. Was forced to do push-ups until I vomited on the deck, then made to run 5 miles for messing up the deck. Read in the voice of Hannibal Lecter. I don't know if I can do that. You know, you're supposed to put that at the beginning of your super chat,
right.
so I know to do.
Well, the thing is, that's just par for the course. And your birthday, they smoked the shit out of you. On my 21st birthday, they came in after we got off work at night, threw me in a vehicle, drove me downtown, poured insane amount of booze into my face. And I got back to the barracks around 1:30. I went to bed. Then they came in, promptly kicked the door open at 5:45, woke me up, put me in my PTs, tied a rope around my waist, and made me run 5 miles while I was vomiting and hurling the entire time. And I might have shit myself a little bit. And then...
No shame.
And then when I get back to the barracks, I'm royally fucked. They send the medic to give me 2 IVs. And I had the rest of the day I was laid up in bed. The medic was like, "You're on quarters for the rest of the day. You're done. They could have killed you. This is stupid."
Yeah, no shit.
But that's what happens.
Well,
that's
because you would have been dehydrated as fuck, and then going and doing physical shit on top of it. Whew.
Yeah.
That's no good.
I mean, that's just the way the military is.
Yeah.
At least the old military, the fun military. Now I'm sure it's all woke and not fun and fucked up.
Disgusting. Travis Wells, we in Canada appreciate our big brothers showing our trucker freedom. Yes. Support them, please.
A lot of Americans went up there, too.
It is not a fringe minority. Justin Trudeau can eat a bag of dicks.
Mm-hmm.
Bar One Studios. Damn it! You're going to make me mention the upcoming Blood Bash and Motor City Legacy. I intend to attend both. Look for a guy with a green tablet. All right, we got a couple of local boys in the chat tonight, so you guys better be prepared for the Mantastic Moments party coming up in November. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
We're thinking Veterans Day weekend, right?
Well, we'll see what we can do.
That'd be perfect.
Yeah, I gotta actually reserve a place and do some shit.
I mentioned I went to a VFW hall for a different reason for a shoot this last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be perfect.
Well, we'll put it together.
So you can
you have access to the VFW stuff there.
The American Legion of VFW, all that stuff.
Hell yeah. I mean, we're not doing anything ridiculously fancy. It's not going to be like a giant conference, but there will be pizza, there will be booze, and there will be a Grunt Speak Live performed in the VFW hall with a live audience doing Q&A.
And there may or may not be women showing their titties. Just saying.
Oh, I'm sure Lauren will be there.
Just saying.
Schlitz Malt Liquor. Good evening, y'all. My payments to the X just went in half.
Half, Eddie! Half!
Looking forward to the last stunning and brave payment. Continue the good work. Thank you very much. Outstanding. All right. Thank you all very much.
Now, do a final inventory.
Final inventory, 1,016 on YouTube. I think somebody else might have gone live because we lost like 1,000 people. It's like at a really strange moment. Or yeah, like 100 people at a very strange time. 113 on DLive, 98 on Twitch and climbing, 305 on Odyssey, 62 on MGTOW.tv. Get ready to talk about the pedo professor from SUNY University when we come back from New Tech. If you guys don't follow us, we will see you next Tuesday.
All right.
If you know what I mean. Just like your ex. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I don't want to get you sued.